peace of the country. Of course, we are peaceful. But we will not allow people to break our laws and then intimidate or people, and we just sit. That would never happen. We in opposition, Ellen Johnson, Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, let me give her the respect, because that's somebody that I respect so much. She did some things that we disagreed, and we went to her and spoke to her. By the rule of law, we have the right to protest, and we protest. We went to Ellen, and she understood that. She came on the table and we talked. You understand? Disrespecting leaders that are traveling, and you refuse for them to use the laws that they built, and Liberians sit out there and say, yeah, it's right. No, it's not right. If the Bwaka man, he was not even president, and we gave him a VIP all the time he's traveling, what you're doing is wrong, and you need to wake up. Those things are wrong. Those things are wrong. Everyone said that. You want that change? Bwaka was not a change. Bwaka was never the change. Those few people that believe that all the years, almost 171 years, they left this country, they wanted to come back because where they were, there was no pasture. They think that they can get in Liberia and lie, say they came for a change. There's never came for a change. Why they changing? Where there was no pasture, they think that they can get in Liberia and lie, say they came for a change. There's never came for a change. Why they changing? Where there was no pasture, they think that they can get in Liberia and lie, say they came for a change. There's never came for a change. Why they changing? Where there was no pasture, they think that they can get in Liberia and lie, say they came for a change. There's never came for a change. Why they changing? Where there was no pasture, they think that they can get in Liberia and lie, say they came for a change. There's never came for a change. Why they changing? Where there was no pasture, they think that they can get in Liberia and lie, say they came for a change. There's never came for a change. Why they changing? Where there was no pasture, they think that they can get in Liberia and lie, say they came for a change. There's never came for a change. Why they changing? To break the laws is why they changing? No. There will be a period, and we will check. But again, like I said to all citizens, and that's why you saw today, in the ring, go to have your program and be peaceful. Enjoy yourselves. Be together, recalibrate. You know what I'm saying? Regain the people confidence. And Liberians are there. You got some sound Liberians that believe that we were the right group. Yes, I'm not saying that everything was roses. No, but we fought for this country in the midst of pandemic. Liberia shine amongst a great nation. So what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? So the disrespect to our citizens is wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. Respect the law. And I did not bring 10 jobs. We met it. The Unity Party left it with us, and we respected it. So what's going on? Is it that Bwaka angry because during Ellington there were 10 jobs, and he want to break it because you are not happy? Is that why he's saying to us? Because the 10 job, I didn't do it. I met it there, and I respected the laws of the republic. And also, thank you for this time, for giving the opportunity. But there will be a time I hope that our people realize that we made a mistake. We made a mistake. We're in a new era, and they send us back to the old era. We need to correct that.
What a wonderful and pleasant good morning from the nation's capital here in Monrovia. It's on the Tuesday morning, and today happens to be the 4th day in the month of February, the year 2025. Yeah, what an honor, what a privilege to be alive this wonderful Tuesday morning, energetic, and about to do your job, the job that we are called for to do, whatever time, however the situation may be. This is what we ought to do, and we are committed to doing it. It's good to have you listening this wonderful and pleasant Tuesday morning. It's good to have you listening and watching as well. For those of you following up live on Cloud TV and our YouTube channel, I'd like to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever your time zone may be. Thanks for joining us on the program to talk about it. I know somebody say, where is Israel? Yeah, so Israel is on some other duty. Yeah. It's part of the routine now, so he's off for today. So I'm going to run you through the program this morning. And let's hope to have ourselves a good time. Too many things to talk about. The country is noisy. The country is noisy. I know few of you will not want to agree with me. But the thing is, many of us will agree that the country is noisy. Especially under the leadership of President Joseph Yuma Boaka, who we expect to do much better with the kind of experience that they brag about, the kind of service that they brag about, and the kind of leadership that they promise the Liberian people. And the people are not realizing it, but rather they are waking up and going to bed every morning and evening with different stories, not positive ones, but negative stories that are killing the fabric of our country. But howbeit, we are here to speak the truth. We are here to talk the truth. The selfless move that will help our country for the better. Like I said, few will not appreciate what we do, but we are glad that vast majority of the Liberian people are appreciating our efforts. That's why we committed ourselves to do, and we will do it with the last drop of our blood. So my name is Otis Sanka, and I'm going to be with you this morning on the program, talk about it, the Tuesday edition. Yeah, my boss is not around. He's on some other duty. Hope he'll be back on tomorrow. So let's take the gist of our theme song. When we return, we start to give you some of the major development on our plate this morning on the program. Let's talk about it here on Kings FM and Cloud TV on this wonderful Tuesday morning. Thanks so much for rejoining us, and it's good to have you listening on this wonderful Tuesday morning. What a privilege to be alive on this Tuesday morning, and it's bright out there. I just climbed the steps, I was down there observing the day, and it's very bright out there. Sunny, promises to be sunny, as a matter of fact, a sunny day, and it's good to have you following us on this early morning program to talk about it here on Kings Radio with me, Otis Sanka. Let me begin with this. For some of us, we believe that this profession is something that we are called to do. And when we try to explain more of what we've been through and what we are going through at the moment, and you will get to know that it is not just rosary. There are challenges along the way. And we always beat those challenges by the power of the Almighty, not by our own strength. We always beat the challenges just because we have a selfless a mandate. Our mandate is selfless. It's not a selfish mandate. It is a selfless mandate. It is meant to enlighten the Liberian people. And for me, I choose King's FM. Like every one of us here, staffers here at King's FM. I choose King's FM because I believe in President Weah. I choose King's FM because I believe it creates the space for me to give my selfless advice or advice to the Liberian people. You may term it any kind of way you want to term it. And somebody will say, being a journalist, you're not supposed to take a side. Who tell you that? Who? Look, I prefer somebody who would tell me or show me their intention, make me believe or tell me what they believe in. Then somebody who will pretend as if to say they have no side and they are as independent as God is. They are as white as the snow is. But deep down, they are of selfish notion. That nature they carry is selfish. It is for their own good. It is for their own benefit. It is not about the people who God gave them that talent, to help educate. The essence of the radio is to educate, inform, educate, and entertain. So when you are called for this profession, you are supposed to educate, inform, and entertain. But in this profession, there are many of our colleagues who are in the media field. They look at some of us like we don't know what we're doing. And they speak about professionalism. They are more professional than we do. For all they say we bias. Our analysis is biased. But check around. Check around us. What are some of those things? What are some of those things they are doing for the betterment of Liberia? Since they are independent. What are some of those things that they are doing that is for the benefit of Liberia? Are their professionalism helping to improve Liberia? I said no. Their professionalism is about what they can take home for their family. It's for the kind of car they ride. It is for the kind of home they live in. And feels that those who take SAR are people who shouldn't be taken seriously. Media around the world is controlled or heavily influenced by politicians. Look, I prefer somebody who will show me that SAR and I know exactly where the person stands. Unlike an individual who will be in the middle and say, me, I'm going right, I'm going level. But when they say left, you won't take. They say red, you won't take. Tell us your SAR. Let us define you. Define your role, in fact, as an individual. But some of our colleagues believe that their professionalism is a means for them to benefit. Me, I want to take SAR because when it count the left, I will eat. When it count the right, I will eat. It is about what they can achieve. It is about what they can get for them, they and their family. It is not about uh, 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 the overall good for ordinary Liberians or Liberians in general. It's not for the country. That professionalism is about what they can carry. And I defend George Weah because George Weah is one person who continues to exhibit selflessness in whatever or wherever he goes. Let's take from back down the line to where we are today. George Weah continues to demonstrate selflessness. Even during his presidency, he was a selfless leader. That is why he was able to 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 relinquish power, mm, to turn power over to Joseph Human Boaka because he feels that it is not just about him. Look at the percentage. Look around Africa. With the percentage that Joseph Boaka won the election, not many African leaders who are desperate politicians, like some of our politicians around here, we accept the result and even congratulate his opponent prior to the National Elections Commission announcing the official results. It is a selfless act of a leader. Look, there's only one thing you do, cover every other mistakes you made along the way. There's just one action an individual does that cover every other, whatever you want to term it, bad behavior or actions. Look, for the fact, look around Africa, the issue about leadership, where leaders want to perpetuate themselves in power only because they feel that relinquishing power will denigrate them, will bring them to public and ridicule. So they want to maintain power. They want to stay and control things. But unlike President George Weah, he turned it over. That is a selfless leader. Even in politics, he continues to demonstrate selflessness. That is why some of us are committed to propagate the message of this individual, George Weah. And it is not about what I will get from George Weah. George Weah doesn't know me. It is about the overall good of Liberia. If we have a selfless individual, his selflessness will help Liberia. It will help my family. It will help your family. It will help Liberians in general. If George Weah was a desperate and greedy politician, like some of our politicians around here, around Africa, even in Liberia, but now we are now where we are. But because he's a selfless politician, a selfless individual, a selfless leader, this is where we are at the moment. Saint George Weah 10 power, he not that. Is he not eating? Is he not riding the best of cars? Is he not living the life he once lived? In fact, somebody say it is far better. But you come here as one professional man only because you feel that if you exhibit professionalism, your so-called professionalism, you'll be able to benefit from various parties. That means when Joseph Boaka government can, you can get it. When George Weah government can, you can take it. You can align with everybody. But is your alignment in good faith of our country? I said no. For me, people say I'm George Weah man. I'm a journalist. You're George Weah journalist. At least I have a side. Today or tomorrow, somebody can define my role. Not myself. People can define my role. And can I defend my alignment with George Weah? I say yes, I can defend my alignment with George Weah. But can you defend your professionalism? Defending my alignment with George Weah, it is his selfless nature that he brings to the country. His selflessness continued to help Liberia. Back when you were playing football, to the senatorial race, to the presidency, his selflessness continues to contribute immensely to the growth of Liberia. Imagine when George Weah was greeted like other politicians by the time we're in war, especially those desperate people who needed power but at all costs. If George Weah was someone selfish leader, he could perpetuate himself, and judging that he was a seated president. He had the military by his side, he had the national police by his side, he had the security apparatus, in fact. And moreover, the percentage that Joe Barker defeated George Weah with, it is a percentage that he could have perpetuated himself, and it could be detrimental to the Liberian people, because Joe Barker and his gang are desperate politicians. That is why they're demonstrating today. So I say, but we can sit down here, we say we're professional people, but certain professional people are siding with certain people on cover. Certain professional people are pretending to be professional while they are siding with certain group of people who are not in the interest of the Liberian people. You know how many of our colleagues around, they are journalists that are siding with people, politicians then on cover that their side is detrimental to the growth of Liberia. Those politicians they are siding with are desperate politicians who doesn't care about the growth of this country, who doesn't care about the welfare of the ordinary people in Gibraltar, in West Point, in Newtown, in Dole community, across Bokon Jail, across Liberia. Their aim is to get a fair share of the cake. Their objective is to be in power, to behave like they are smarter than others. That's how they have been surviving. Aside from that, they have no other means of survival. Unlike we did everything as a selfless individual, and he didn't stop there. He used what he acquired all by himself, by his own knowledge, by his own skills, to help this country. The recording I played prior to starting the show, you listen to him. I protected peace. I work as peace ambassador with Minister Leave. So it is not about what I'm getting from we are. It is about the approach this leader comes with. It's this leader approach. I put you on the pedestal. He and every other leaders. Is this person coming with an approach that is selfish? I mark this person. This person approach is selfish. It is not about how Liberia will develop. It is about how they can get there to enjoy themselves too. If this leader approach is selfless, it is about Liberians. It is something that will help Liberians, achieve better. Yes, that's how I accepted we are as a political leader, as an example to push his agenda, because I believe his selflessness will help improve Liberia. It will help make my children live the best life. It will help Liberians get what they need to get as a country. But you said that you purport yourself to be one professional journalist, but you are not doing anything in the interest of the country. You are not doing anything that will help the growth of this country. You are undercover collecting. You are blackmailing. But for I take our side, you want to school us and make us believe that what we're doing, it is not nationalistic. But are you nationalistic? I said no. I let people know my side. They say, Mama, you draw, we are men. But show your side, you can show your side. But rather, taking from here, taking from there. You don't care. I define my role. I said, no, I take this role. I defend this person because I believe this person approach, it is for the growth of this country. I believe this person, if they become leader, it will be everybody think. It will not be just for certain individual who believe that it should be just about them. So we are here, fellow Liberians. We are doing what we can do for not just for us, but for Liberians. Look around you today. What is happening around you? Is things improving? Every morning you wake up, there's issue. Every night you go into bed, there's issue. Things are uncertain. But we will continue to be here to help every one of you to do your work. We will continue to be here to educate you. We'll continue to be here with what we have, with the kind of information that we have to guide you through so that you can be able to do the right thing. I know there will be mistakes along the way. But for the fact that you are being guided by us here, it will help you to make decisions in the future better. So we are journalists now, and we are proud we can defend why we support George Weah. But for your professionalism, it is about what can get in your pocket, the kind of car you ride, the kind of house you build, and what is better for your family. It is not about Liberia. So we are not in competition with you. But time will tell. History will judge us. This is what we are called to do. Having said that, every morning you wake up, you will hear some of the death news in the corner. When it was happening during George Weah time, they said George Weah was killing people around. So I don't know if the other people that are dying, they're dying by themselves. But it is left for you to determine that, especially those on the other side. I want to talk on a few things here this morning on the program. I want to talk a few things here this morning on the program, and I think it is necessary that we continue to talk it. That is why we'll continue to do what we can do for not just us, but for the Liberian people, for you out there. Even some of you who don't believe in us. I know deep down in your spirit, you know exactly we are on the right path. We have Juja Wongwe. Let me read some of the comments. Juja Wongwe is following. He said, I'm following. Mabu Roger, he said, good morning. I'm following you from Clarendon. Thanks so much, Mabu Rogers. We have Peter one day. He said, I'm watching you from Crown Hill Community. Thanks so much. CDC Pape Success Keita for life. He said, good morning, Kings FM, Cloud TV, Dupont Road. I'm following you from Dupont Road. God bless. Have mercy on GMB Liberia. Mario Kroman said, good morning. I'm following you from Complex City, Nima County. Thanks so much, Mario. Emmanuel G. David said, I'm watching you from Two Southfield Road in the Gardnersville area. Siliki Truary said, good morning. And good morning. I'm watching you from Soul Clinic Community. Good to be on the show. Thanks so much. That's Asata and Millers. Thanks so much for joining us. Munyan Sherry said, good morning. Kings FM, I'm following you from the district number 9 sinker this morning from Atadi. Thanks so much for joining us, and continue to share the video and invite others to follow you also. So let's go to our talking part. Let's try to talk that in passing and about what we are doing as journalists, as a people. And this issue about you say the United States Agency for International Development is USAID. The issue of USAID suspension of aid and to countries around the world. And for me, I just want to be straight. I think it's something that it is not timely. But again, you cannot question, you cannot judge, or question an individual based on his decision, especially the decision if it is personal. So the United States government, especially the US President Donald Trump, decided to pass an executive order suspending USAID aid to other countries around the world. And I believe that his actions were reviewed. Donald Trump is not new to the presidency. He's a former president. So I believe that there was some revision done along the line or along the way, and that's how the issue of the executive order suspending usage aid to other countries came about. But it is timely, I said no. And this action, the suspension of USAID aid to countries around the world, it has serious financial implication on Liberia. Other countries will be hurt, but Liberia will be hurt badly. The reason is we are heavily dependent. USAID sponsors so many of our projects. USAID has several projects here, government projects here that is sponsors in Liberia. Even USAID sponsors the president of Liberia, our mother Bali. So for the suspension of this aid by USAID, it has serious financial burden. It has serious financial issues with Liberia, our government. But Liberia now as a country, what have we been doing? What have we been doing as a country? When we get a foreign aid, we get the donor funding. We buy big cars. We give government officials huge salaries. In fact, those people we get aid from, some of the officials are earning less than what our officials earn. But yet then, we are taking aid from those people. And those people, the money are their taxpayer money. In as much they are helping us with their taxpayer money, we too as a country should be able to stand on something as a country. You say cut off the aid to countries around the world. What happened in Nigeria? Tinubu, as a leader of Nigeria, has taken an action against the policy of U.S. suspending aid. Tinubu, Nigerian president, are taking action. And some of those actions will affect the United States. But it is left with them. In fact, Nigeria has closed its embassy in the United States and stopped the importation of oil. We call all of us ambassadors. And it was taken upon the steps taken by the US President Donald Trump, Canada, and other countries. They are also taking decisions, in line with their policy, and that will also safeguard them based on the policy or the approach by the US government. But I look at our country, Liberia. America said, not sending aid to oil again. It will affect us badly, like I said, because we have nothing to stay on as a country. What will give you America in return? We have nothing. We have no decision to take. That we one way or other affect America, and since America is taking the decision not to aid us, some of the fundings that used to send to our country, they are no longer doing it. Okay, we'll stop by doing certain things, and we believe by putting hold to those things, we affect America. Liberia have no decisions. They have nothing to do, and they just got to accept the result. We just got to accept the result as it is because we are heavily dependent. That dependent syndrome is with us. Because we haven't yet realized to stand on our own, to do things as a country by itself. So it is affecting us badly. Other countries are taking decisions against America. But why can we do nothing? The people saying that taxpayer money, you pay BB salary, you 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 ride big cars. The people still are saying the money to you. Some of the officials are not riding the kind of car you are riding. As a struggling country, they are not taking the salary as you are like you are taking. They are not living a luxurious life like you are living, but yet then they are aiding you. When people get that money, then you can't have a big ball. Are you serious? And these are some of the reasons why Trump is trying to stop the aid, because according to him, it is meant to protect the taxpayer, American taxpayer money. Because he believes that some of the money when they send it into this country, they make no good use of it, especially Liberia. And Trump is speaking directly to Liberia. Trump is speaking directly to Liberia. They misuse this money. They pay government official BB salary. They buy BB car. Some of the projects that America continues to send to Liberia and cannot be realized. It cannot be realized simply because our leaders continue to pocket this money for their own good, for their own benefit. So America take a decision now. We got to live by it. How does that affect Baka government? It affects Baka government hugely. Because Baka already depending on his $500 million from the MCC compact. And one of my media brother who had the time to develop himself under the we administration at LBS was against some of those appointed officials and appointed directors at LBS under the we administration. He believe was he's far better than some of those people. But under the we administration, his capacity was improved. Today, it hurt him a lot. So he tried to justify. He tried to connect. He tried to make issue of it. But you experience now. Anything that shock you should be able to stand it. Experienced people, they often give room for shock. They often give room for disappointment. So being experienced, some of the decisions that are coming, it shouldn't be something that will shock you to your spine. If it will shock you, let it just be, a little bit, but not to your spine, that you will even fall and you try to look for and make issue out of it. You experience now. When we are became president in 2018, with the kind of huge damage he inherited, when Barack was vice president, we are second year in office. There was a serious pandemic around the world, and it was shocking. That one not just one country where say they're not sending aid anymore. That one it was about the whole world. Everybody was focusing on themselves. It was a shocking moment for Liberia. It was a shocking moment for the world. It was a shocking moment for the we administration, and we administration was able to handle that. And in fact, Liberia was considered one of the countries that adhere to the principles, that adhere to those guidelines, and in helping eradicating the deadly coronavirus. There were people who stayed home at that time. They were receiving compensation. Those non-essential staff. The government of Liberia at that time were able to disburse food. Some people even receive current electricity. I received 29 a meter. And the reason I'm saying this, Baka came on the matter of rescue, and the essence of that is He's an experienced individual. He been in the business for a very long time. This man served in various governmental positions before ascending to the level of the vice presidency for 12 years. So he should know that some of those things happen. He should know that there will be eventuality along the way as a leader. He's an experienced person now. So I believe that the Barker administration will try to find remedy to some of those things that they are confronted with, especially with the use of suspension of their aid. There should be alternative. And that shouldn't be an excuse. Especially with coming from an experienced person. The issue of US suspending aid to Liberia and other countries around the world shouldn't be an excuse for the Barker administration, because the Barker administration is an experienced administration. It comes with a lot of vast, experienced people with expertise. And I know and trust the Barker administration, they will find alternative. But that shouldn't be used as an excuse, and towards the Liberian people, because it is a great, and I don't know how I want to describe it this morning, but it will badly affect Liberia. It will badly affect Liberia. And the good thing is that we have an experienced president, and we want him to do all he can with his experience to be able to remedy some of those situations that will confront the Liberian people. We are heavily dependent on. So try and find other means. I know you are doing business with the Russians. I know you are desperate to prove that you are developmental, though you are not. And the only reason you are slowing down a little bit is because you don't want the Americans to notice that you are aligned with people who are believed not to be the interest of democracy. So your alignment with them is undercover. But with the decision taken by the U.S. government now, I think you would use as a justification to further broaden your alignment. That means to make an alignment new. That you're aligning with Russians because you want Liberia to build. You're aligning with Russians because you are desperate to prove that you are developmental, even though you are not. We know we have to do the thing. He got a mind of development. And the Liberian people, there are a lot of things that we have did along the way. In his 6 years, though there were challenges that some of you are aware of, but because you are using that as a political gains, to get to the presidency, you close your eyes on that and you propagate wrong message to Liberian people and make them believe that some of those things, some of the actions that were taken by the WIA administration was not in their interest. But today, you are the one doing worse. So your excuse shouldn't be because I'm not able to do this, or the Barker administration are not going to do it because America suspend their aid. No, you're an experienced government. You come with a lot of experts in your administration. Those experts should be able to find a solution for Liberian people. So Nigeria and other countries are taking decisions after the usage suspension. They are taking decisions to protect themselves, to protect their economy. What decision Liberia taking in 19? So now, saying I got a decision to take, I'm asking you not to use the U.S. suspension, the USA suspension to Liberia as an excuse to Liberian people. Use that and use your experience that you have to remedy the situation. You serve in government in ministerial position for many years, and you became vice president for 12 years. So that alone is something that we will heavily rely on you as a leader to do the necessary thing, not to give out an excuse that U.S. suspended their aid and other countries around the world while Liberia able to benefit. No. When we became president, we are encountered COVID-19. It affected the entire world. We didn't use that as an excuse. But you use it to run propaganda so you can come to the presidency. So when you became senator on that, you close your eyes on the reality of the day, you use it against the Weah administration, you became senator, you became representative, you gain political relevance. But deep down in your heart, you knew that it was a global pandemic, it was a global challenge, and Liberia as a struggling economy, Weah was struggling to survive the COVID-19. How struggling Liberia is, you say George Weah was the cause of the Liberian people's struggle while COVID-19 was raging. So now it has come back to you. Look, in life, you don't be happy, you don't clap, you don't smile for your friend predicament or your friend challenges. Everybody on this earth, one way or the other, have a challenging moment. But when that person is challenged, you're not able to help them pass by them. Don't denigrate them. Don't say they are not good, or they are not their intent is not good for Liberian people, or their intent is not good. What their approach is not something that they are doing for the well-being of their family or their citizen. Only because they are challenged. You should know that you too can be challenged, because it is ought to happen that way. Every individual on this earth will facing their own challenges. There will be challenging moments. So when the Weah challenging moment came during his administration, you use it against him, even though Weah did some good jobs. Weah did some good jobs, and Weah was screened to the presidency. Unlike you, who serve as ministers, as directors, as managing directors, and subsequently as vice president for 12 years. There are a lot of experience you have gotten along the way till you come to the presidency. Unlike Weah, he never had that much experience, but he was able to contain the COVID-19 and his own challenges during his administration, and you use it against him. Now, UC has cut off their aid, and America is one of the biggest donors, the biggest donor partners to Liberia. So that's the only shock you meet along the way. That's just how it happened. Weah became president in 2018, 2019, COVID-19 came. It started raging around the world, but we are able to survive the COVID-19. Even though you use it against him, some of those challenging moments, you use it against him, and you gain political relevance. You gain political relevance, and you became senator, and today you enjoying the Liberian people taxes. Today it is your time. So we now want you to use this situation as an excuse not to do the Liberian people job that you promised them to do. Other country affected by USAID suspension, but they have taken decisions that will better the lives of their citizens. They are taking actions that will improve the life of their citizens, and we too are also calling on you, President Joseph Boakai, and his experts, ministers, and officials to now use the USAID that have been cut off as an excuse to the Liberian people. No. You should find a remedy. That's why you are the leader. So I just thought to talk about this in passing while we come to our main issue. Let me tell you something, fellow Liberians. Where is this something, sir? Still trying to get this. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay. Where is this? There is it. This is it. Okay. This is it, huh? with a little bit. Okay, this is it. Okay, this is it. This is it. Let me get it from this end. Okay, so you know that why when I started, I said we are here. We take the profession not because we think we will get money from it, or we use a profession to blackmail other people so that we can be able to get money and enjoy life, travel like some of our colleagues are doing at the detriment of the Liberian people. No, we signed up to this profession because we believe that it is a medium we can use to enlighten the Liberian people, to enlighten our society, to help our generation to achieve the better. That's why some of us signed up to this profession. Unlike some of our colleagues who say they are professional, they sign up to this because they feel that you can use this profession to blackmail people to get money, to do that one, to do that other one. So then today they are disappointed. The central bank former governor, fellow Liberian, we are looking at Liberia under President Joseph Yuma Boaka. And that is our talking point for this morning. Liberia honor President Joseph Yuma Boaka. It is why we are looking at this morning. And we will do an independent analysis, judging from reports, judging from realities that Liberians are faced with. And we'll conclude on it this morning and have your say, so that you can have your say on the program. Fellow Liberian, the former CBL governor had been settled with US 375,000 plus United States dollars as settlement for his removal as governor of the Central Bank of Liberia. Oh, maybe you didn't hear me. Aloysius Talu, who was appointed by President George Weah between 2018 2019 as governor of the Central Bank of Liberia, was suspended when Joseph Boaka became president. And his suspension was trickled on grounds that GAC report indicted him of financial malpractices at the Central Bank of Liberia. Mr. Talu took the case to court, the Supreme Court. Today, Mr. Talu has been settled by the Boaka administration. The Boaka administration accuses him of financial malpractices, not just mere talking, not verbally. They accuses Mr. Talu of financial malpractices as governor of the Central Bank of Liberia based on an investigation that was done by the General Auditing Commission. That's how his suspension came about. But surprisingly, after a few months, we only for us to hear that former Governor Talu has been settled by the Liberian government with the amount of US 374,000 plus United States dollars as settlement benefit for taking a man from the job. Yeah, that Boaka just there for you. And the reason I'm saying this is when Boaka became president, he started to target the Weah officials, like in the case of Talu, like in the case of the commissioners at the Liberia Telecommunication Authority and other institutions around Liberia, like the Governance Commission. And they pretended, as if to say, some of those moves that were made back then was sincere move. It was the move that was made to help the Liberian people from individuals who they believe, according to them, are harming the Liberian people, who they believe that are not in the interest of the Liberian people. That was their decisions. That was their actions. So the targets, those individuals, are those very administrators and agencies under disguise that they are doing it because those individuals are not in the interest of the country. Only for us to realize, for Liberians, that some of those actions taken by President Bouaka is only meant to reward his confidant politically. Some of those approach, some of those suspensions, it is not clear that it was meant to reward some of his political confidants. It was a mere approach to tint the records of some of the records of those people who, in their reputation, hardly. And it continues this way. Where can I get it, sir? It continues this way. Fellow Liberian. The United Party government is grappling with public outrage after its controversial decision to pay a US $374,239.24 settlement to J. Aloysius Talu, the suspended executive governors of the Central Bank of Liberia, the CBL. This move has not only drawn severe criticism from political opponents, but also raised questions about the administration's commitment to the anti-corruption agenda. Oh, when they take Jangako away from the anti-corruption commission, because she supported Johuya. Osman was the controller general. He's now the acting chairman of the CDC. Look, fellow Liberians, we were telling you people that President Bouaka and his rescue team has no good intention. Look, the people only took Bouaka from the gutter, like his son, how do you call it, sir? His wonderful nephew, Henry P. Costa, will normally say that they took Bouaka from the gutter. They dusted Bouaka and made him a candidate that they believe can unseat President Weah. They took Bouaka purposely from the gutter because they believe that he was the only individual. And judging with the fact that he came second to Weah in the 2017 elections. And moreover, he was the vice president of Manasseh Leave, the previous administration before the Weah administration. So getting Bouaka on board as an aspirant, as a candidate in the 2023 elections will be able to help them secure the presidency again. That was why Bouaka came to the presidency. It was not that Weah was not doing the right thing. It was not that Bouaka was the best person to replace Weah. No. They brought Bouaka because they believed that Bouaka was the only individual to face Weah, judging from the fact that he served as vice president for 12 years. 1. 2, he came second to Weah during the 2017 elections. So they dusted Bouaka. It continues here, it says, Talu's suspension earlier last year was prompted by a report from the General Auditing Commission, which flagged a series of financial mismanagement during his tenure at the central bank. Now, I'm mayor talking you. Then I say, in other way, they should accuse Joe, we are official, by the sale. That Nathan Mangel may in stealing. Because Mangel's in one of his statements, he said, and they say we're stealing, but we're using the money for the Liberian people. That statement of Mangel made was the means some of them used against Mangel. But Mangel was not caught in the web of corruption. There's no record to prove that McGill stole money. But only because McGill responded to them. And McGill's statement in response to them was, they say we steal the money, but at least we use the money on Liberian people. I say, I want to say the man stealing. But this one, the auditing commission gave the report on Alosho Talu said he stole money. There was financial malpractices at the level of the central bank under his leadership. They said the GSC report, which covered the period from 2018 to 2023, revealed significant financial irregularities, including the exceeding of approved expenditure limit by US $19.31 million. It also highlighted a pattern of deficit resulting from over-optimistic budget projection that consistently exceeded actual revenue. So, these are grave allegations coming from the GAC. That any serious president, the way Baga purported himself to be serious, to be the rescuer, though he's not, this kind of report coming from the General Auditing Commission accusing the former central bank governor for financial irregularity and all the other financial crimes. Any serious president, somebody who serious part Joseph Baker, will not be settling the former governor with that amount of money. They may or not accuse verbally. They may accuse, according to you, a report that came from the GSC. And Baker was the one who instructed the GSC to do those audits. The first place I got disappointed in the paper, and the paper was see after he decommissioned the auditing of the NSA. At the time I said paper, he was heavily influenced to take some of these decisions. It is only because Baker is not in control. Because Baker asked the General Auditing Commission to also audit the NSA. So by the time Baker decommissioned the audit of the NSA, I said, well, Baker not serious. I told the people talking about Baker targeting people. The essence of this or the GSC audit is meant to target people. So after GSC took the instruction of President Joseph Baker and they did those audits, the GSC came out with a report against the governor of Central Bank. And with their report, Talu is in serious problem with the Liberian people. That one is not about Bwaka now. It is about the Liberian people because Talu was not serving Bwaka. Talu was serving the Liberian people. But Bwaka, who is in authority now, Bwaka, who has the authority now, to persecute Talu, he decided to reward Talu with 300 plus thousand United States dollars after his instruction to the GSE came up and with a report that the men who he asked us to audit, they were just what the men did. Baga in return say we'll settle the men. Let me read a little bit of Town War. It says, according to the GSC, Talu leadership failed to comply with crucial financial regulations such as the Public Financial Management, the Public Financial Management Law, the Public Procurement and Concession Act. Look, these are grave allegations. The Liberia Constitution findings that were serious enough to warrant his suspension. And what President Baker did. All of what the men did and warrant his suspension and further persecution. But Baker didn't do nothing. And let me tell you the reason why Baga didn't do anything for Liberian. Let me tell you the reason why Baga didn't do anything for Liberian. The reason Baga didn't do anything to J. Alosho Talu because the audit that Baga asked the GSC to do, those audit was just a mere audit. Those audit were meant to target people from the we administration. Those audit was meant to create space for Bwaka confidence. Some of them were high in those positions because they pay for those positions. They pay the price for those positions. So, and there's no other way Baka could do it but to take that action. Look at the LTA. Look at the LTA. The reason Baka took people from the LTA, it was because, according to the Baka administration, it was because of financial malpractices at the LTA. But look at the LTA today. It is better than the WIA administration. It is better off than what was happening there during the WIA administration. You know the story where an individual generator is taking more than a doctor is taking home at the LTA, where Baka sent some of his confidants, like he did at the Central Bank of Liberia, where I'm discussing now. Is the atmosphere far better than what it was during George Weah administration? You know the story. People are taking salaries that are far above what the college in Bomi County is receiving for their annual allocation for the national budget. People are taking, their generators are taking money that can pay over 500 police officers. But I'm a police officer making. And I say that someone making 125, 150. They hire a patrol officer making 150. When you make 170, that means you get someone like cut from the other side. But somebody generated at the LTA after Baka administration audited people. And the reason they commissioned those audits was because of financial malpractices. And after the results from the audit came out, they suspended those people because of financial malpractices. And they replaced those people as acting. The same people who they replaced as acting are receiving more than the people who they suspended, or they are receiving more for the reason they suspended the people. So tell us what the reason you suspended those people. That's why someone will continue to tell you, say, Baka approach is more political than it should be as nationalistic. And we'll try to scrutinize Baka the more. Many of you who are supporters of Baka will say, but we are doing it too, and we are administration, they put on taking it too. No. That is why Liberian people talk we are from there and brought you with the whole lot of experience. Because they believe that you can do far better than what we are was doing. They believe that you have the experience than we are. We are paying that kind of the football fee. You know nothing about presidency. You are new to it. But you yourself in government for many, many years, in a Senate to the vice presidency for 12 years. That alone gave you the experience, the vast experience to do better. I want to put we are from there and brought the experience there. You started chasing after people. You organize asset recovery team, all of anger, all of emotion to target people. Thinking that you own your farm and you believe that people are not supposed to trespass your farm. That's how Baka making Liberia to be, fellow Liberians. Baka and his confidence making Liberia to be like that's something that they are entitled to. It is their inheritance. And they were intruder. So they came and put that intruder out and they barricaded the farm now. They barricaded the farm now and warning trespasser not to come in. That's how they're making the whole government looking like. Because if you say you suspend the people went at the level of the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court gave you the instruction that your decisions to suspend those people were not in conformity of the law. You downplay the Supreme Court decisions and you replace those commissioners with your confidant. For Alosha Talu, fellow Liberians, Alosha's work in Georgia administration, granted, but Alosha's he's not as has close. He's not seen as the political tech. He's not seen as the individual who was influencing George Weah presidency. So they were a little bit lenient on Talu. That's why they have had the conversation with Talu in the back, at the back. Oh my man, you know the thing here, and we can settle the thing. And Talu irresponsible. But you said the way you can't tell me from there, even you want for do it that day, you're not supposed to do it like that. I disgrace me so. You just can't tell me say that, oh my man, you know the thing already happened. The thing, you can still get a small thing. Do you know the man Bwaka replaced Talu with is Bwaka confidant? When you heard Bwaka talking about taking loan from RB Bank, it was the Samoa man, who was the president of the RB, the International Bank that we are limited. When Bwaka used to take the loan, he used to give Bwaka the loan. He used to grant the loan to President Joseph Yuma Bwaka. Now Bwaka is the president now. Bwaka decided to repay the man politically because of what he did when Bwaka was broke. And the man couldn't go nowhere else. The man said he won't go central bank. The man been bank president already. The man understand financial thing. So Bwaka said, well, we'll take Talu from them. Talu said, okay, I'll take me from there. But I'll go to the court. Man go to the court. They know there's no sufficient evidence to back the allegation against Talu. There's no sufficient evidence against some of those people Bwaka took from offices, only because he believed that they aligned with George Weah. And though their positions are tenuous positions, but Bwaka played those tenuous positions down. He downplayed the law and he did what he could do to benefit his confidant. There's no sufficient evidence. Bwaka has no sufficient evidence. And Talu was committed. No, Talu was resolute in pursuing his case. No, Talu was resolute in pursuing his case. And Bwaka look at him for the nonsense and say, "Mama, we can have conversation." So Bwaka just looked for issue against some of the people because they align with George Weah. 1, 2, he wanted to replace them purposely with his confidant. He didn't do it because he meant to fight corruption in Liberia. He meant to straighten Liberia public and financial law. He meant to improve financial standing. No, Bwaka didn't meant to do or take his decision was not meant to improve the financial capability or the standing of Liberia. No, it was not meant to fight corruption. It was not meant to improve the life of Liberian people. It was meant to pay people who brought Bwaka to the presidency hugely. The vice manager taking money where doctor is not even taking. Then you sit here and put your shoulder up and believe and behave that Bwaka is doing all for the Liberian people. You running around here and want to justify things that are not justifiable. Their own Spoon Network went to Rela Market to whisper the views of ordinary Liberians. They got a response. They felt shocked. The thing is not paper. None of that thing where I can be talking that grand thing. And as per the IMF law, they say Liberia projection, growth projection will project from 2.1% to 3.5% by 2028. That thing that Oma in the market will be waiting for. That thing the girl who's selling her Chinese clothes, what she can take from the Chinese people, all the food people there to buy it and can sell to get a little 200 profit on it. The issue of wafer, why the rate is escalating. The issue of wafer, why she's supposed to pay her child school fee. The issue of wafer, before she go home to find food for her family to eat. It is that projection and Mr. John will wait for before he be able to cater to his family. You laugh the Liberian people. Then when we talk, you say, you are sophisticated. Your sophistication is not positive. It has no positive impact on the life of the Liberian people. Your sophistication is sophisticated to make your belly shine, to make your stomach grow, to live in luxurious home, to ride luxurious car. That's why your sophistication can take you. But it cannot take the people from West Point. It cannot take the people from Lockington. It cannot improve the life of the people in Bokondre. It cannot connect the road from Sasta to Kepamos. It cannot connect the road in Virginia. It cannot face the electricity issue that Liberia is confronted with. But it can only make you ride big car. Your sophistication can only make you build big house. Say that you're in a good school out of the country and believe that God sent you want to enjoy the other people God sent to just suffer. So the how they reward Alasha Talu, yeah? There's settlement of Alasha Talu. This issue of Alasha Talu, the former central bank governor, clearly shows that all of the audit reports that came out are fiasco audit reports, that are not meant well for Liberian people. Because if it was intentional, if this audit report was sincere, it was on a sincere approach by the Baka administration to fight corruption, but by this time, we shouldn't be talking about Alasha Talu being settled by the Baka administration. On what ground? The same thing the audit report came up and said against other people you suspended them today. That seen the other report say against Alasha Talu. Why with other report you get now? Why you can't use it to prosecute Alasha Talu? Why? But rather you settling Alasha Talu. That's why we said to you earlier that some of those decisions that are coming from the Baka administration are meant to witch hunt people from the real administration. When we talking, then you say yeah. Look, somebody say the report where the GSC say they discover serious financial malpractices. Where is it? They say the GSC report, which uncovered the period from 2018 to 2023, revealed significant financial irregularities. Let's say just few. They say significant. When somebody says significant, I mean a very huge portion, a very huge part was considered to be irregularity, was not in conformity with the financial law of Liberia. And when I say, they say including a ceiling of approved expenditure of limited by US 19.13 million. With all those reports, you rewarded Alasha Talu. Persecute Alasha Talu. That just vindicate us who believe that Bwaka is not the right person. Bwaka actions in the presidency prove that he has no clue of leadership of the presidency. He was only dusted by few individuals who believe that without the taxpayer money of this country, they cannot survive. There are no other means they can survive. So they did all they could to come back to power, and by what means? To dust Bwaka, getting ready for the presidency, and use propaganda and bring it to the presidency and make the people believe that Bwaka is the right choice for Liberian people. Today, many of you are seeing it. When we told you that Bwaka action is a witch hunt, today Samuel Twain is in court. The state is still finding it difficult to provide substantial evidence against the allegation level against Samuel Twain. From this Alasha Talu case, we can clearly say that all of the GSC reports are just mere reports. It is meant to target the Liberian people, and not the Liberian people, but it's meant to target the real administration. And further impoverish the ordinary Liberians. But whether else you take somebody from LTA with allegation of corruption, then you put somebody else there, the person generator carrying over 3,000 in $1,000 monthly. The money what that person taking. So what else you tell the person went there for? What else you suspended the people? Even though the Supreme Court rule in the people's favor and say the actions taken by the government of Liberia is not in conformity of the law. When you suspended the people only because you wanted to reward your confidence. So someone appeared from the Senate. Where is it? Someone appeared from the Senate. Where is this story? Someone now, my fellow Liberian. Someone appeared from the Senate. Where someone out of the Senate? Someone, this story. I will get a story. Just hold on a little bit. Someone appeared from the Liberian Senate on the issue of the compensation or the settlement of J. Aloysius Talu. This is what someone had to say to the Liberian people or to the Senate. This is what someone had to say to the Senate. Where is that story? Someone said to the Senate that the issue with the former Central Bank governor, that page. All right, okay. I will get the story. Just wait a little bit. Let me try to make the adjustment right here. So what someone said to the Senate? Oh, the thing where we say against Talu, it is not major. It was just financial missteps that he didn't do the right way, but it's not a criminal case. Or it was not nothing done criminally. Oh, is that why you're telling Liberian people today? Somebody didn't do anything criminally. It was just a little missteps along the way. But you suspended the person and seize their salary for time indefinite. The person took it to the Supreme Court. You can't arrange with the person for settlement today after you have settled the person with all of the hurry and pulling and the report from the GSC. You come in front of the Senate to tell us this thing today. But someone will be clear off because it's not the first time. There are a lot of people who mismanage money on the Parker administration and went to the Senate and were pardoned because the Senate is heavily controlled by the rescue team headed by Yomdi Kanga Lawrence. They see nothing wrong with Parker administration. The other time, one of the rescuers came on radio. He started apologizing to Joe Weah, say Joe Weah was using private jet, Nigeria Parker using private jet. That why they came to apologize. He came to apologize because they never knew nothing about the private jet. So you see, the people continue to expose themselves, but the kind of people only survive in Liberia because of the kind of society we find ourselves in. You look, in serious society, for the fact that the man stand accused, the man will relinquish that position and he will make himself available for persecution or investigation. But unlike Liberia, it is the other way around. It is the other way around. You said this man was caught in the web of corruption. That's why you suspended the man. The man took it to the Supreme Court. You came back and somersault and say, no, what the man did was just financial missteps. Nothing criminal about it. So now why we just look at it and say, but then nothing criminal about it. We can let's settle the man go. But did you read a report that was published by the GSC that you acted upon to suspend the individuals or those individuals? Today now, because you can show You can rest assured that the job is for you. So nothing is the problem. Everybody when you leave here, when I go swear. So it is not about you. It is not about Liberia. Look at the first year of President Joseph Yuma Boaka presidency. There are a lot of noise around the country. Even Joe Weah, who came from the football field, who has said I know nothing. Who has said know nothing about presidency. George Weah handling of the affairs of the states were far better than Joseph Boaka. Somebody say, but you support George Weah? Yeah, I support George Weah. But my support to George Weah can be justified. It is justifiable. But can you justify your stance with the Unity Party or those who are not in the interest of this country? You say, what you know about this? It is about what you can get. George Weah, who get little or no knowledge about the presidency, like you claim, leadership was far better than the Joseph Boaka administration. They may not come for corruption. Look, because the Boaka administration is corrupt, they have no good intent for the Liberian people. That's why they are doing all they can to continue to put the people in poverty perpetually. No, they just kind of feel the Liberian people now. The people feel that the poverty was to a doorstep, but now the people pushing the poverty into your home. Now, what the last time I said, but people still going to bail because these are some of the messages they preach, and the people in the bread and butter issue. Has the Boaka administration settled the issue of bread and butter in Liberia? When we talk, we said George Weah was able to connect over 9,000 residents. Not 9,000, but 900,000 residents to electricity from 36,000 residents to over 9,000 residents were connected to the power grid during the administration of former President Weah. They say, whoa, that one will eat, that one Liberian people will eat. If we're talking about the bread and butter issue, then you're talking about and George Weah connect 900,000 people to power grid that Liberian people will eat. Now, as the Boaka administration was to settle what Liberian people will eat now, are the Liberians now still going to bed hungry? Are Liberians now still living on less than $1 a day after 1 year of the Boaka administration? Is there any sign to show that Liberians will not go to bed after the next 6 months? Is there any policy put into place by this Boaka administration who is purporting itself to be experienced with a lot of experts in his administration? Are they showing any sign of Liberians not going to bed hungry anymore? Are they showing any signs of improvement in the health sector? It is a wasted year. The first year of President Boaka, it is a wasted year. And I mean say that the own self-rescue people say, yeah, the man who was in the war room of the Unity Party, he said it is a wasted year. And the policy of the Liberian government under Joseph Yuma Boaka has no future for the Liberian people. And if it continues like that, the Liberian people will get more impoverished and they will go down the drain. Liberia will be one of the least countries in the world and will not be able to resuscitate the economy anytime soon. Then you can't say they want that one. Any serious president who meant well for a country will respect the rule of law. Boaka respect the rule of law. President Boaka respect the rule of law. When the Supreme Court ruled that the standing position was disrespected by the president of Liberia, And he still went ahead and do what he wanted to do. The Supreme Court is an independent branch of government. They are there to interpret the law. But the executive there to enforce the law. So the Supreme Court was able to interpret the law and say that what Barker is doing as an executive is not in conformity of the law. But as the arm responsible to enforce the law now, say let them move from here, man. They go ahead and do what they want to do. Today, it is hurting Liberians. Look, things are difficult. And there are no policies being put into place by the Barker administration to say we'll be able to see the green light in the soonest possible time. In life, people get short-term plan, they have long-term plan. What is Barker's short-term plan? 1 year just elapsed, no good plans. Barker is still struggling to take total control. This is the man who experienced. Look, the paper was not even exposed out of the 12 years he served under President Salifo. He didn't make new friends because Manasseh didn't believe in this man either. It is now Barker is trying to connect himself as a leader. When Barker was vice president for 12 years, all the ministerial posts he held, he now connected himself. Barker don't know anybody. Barker don't know anybody. With the kind of financial constraint that were faced with, that the Weah government was faced with during his first and second year in office, Weah was still connecting himself. You know how Weah connecting himself? Because Weah is connected. Or, like, for an example, you as an individual, as a man, you can get out of job. You once had a job, but you went out of job. But when you had a job, you have friends, you have connections. So when you went out of job now, those people, these are the people you will start to connect. My man, I had a job, my man. Your man will go, my man. Say not easy with you, family not getting him. Maybe I'll be able to pay your son's school fee. Or which would the man catch you over there? I'll pay the man's school fee. I will take my responsibility. Because your friend know that you used to do it before. And with the connection that both of you have, and you're no longer in that position now, he said, I will be able to do it. So that won't leave for your head. Like how we are doing Liberia. My man, COVID-19 in the country. And he said, Liberia is a struggling country. So Macron will say, my man, where you came from? Okay, well, so what you say you want? Oh, my man, now the COVID-19, all the things are getting easy now. Okay, my man, I'll send you 20 million. That one you can use it now to be maintaining the other side. That just Macron and we are. Because of the connections that we have with Macron. That's how you see we are able to bring all of those, how they call it, oh, they think they can use in the hospital to put nose by the oxygen. When we had a trip to France. You see the hospital in Bapolu. It is no Liberian government thing. That agreement for that hospital to be built was a mutual agreement between Weah and the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, the UAE. So some of the things we are already been connected. So when his administration or the world was confronted with the coronavirus disease, we are not only engaging people, on that government level. No, we are also engaging people based on the connection, the relationship he had with them prior to he come to the presidency. But unlike Barker had no connections. All the time he spent as vice president for 12 years, he didn't connect himself with anybody. All the travels Barker had made can justify that Barker had never made any connections. Because some of those travels that Barker had made, that he used to bring people money to fly private jet to go to and bring MOU back. If Barker had previous connections or relationship with those people, he traveled to those countries where they're going to be, a means to further strengthen, and it could even boost his connection with those people so that he can be able to bring something in return for Liberian people. But all of the travels Barker made or continue to make is meant for him to go and see, If for him to go and make friends, if for him to go and start the connections. So Baka is just trying to establish connections. Then worst of it, the USA RD has closed its aid to countries around the world, and Liberia will be affected badly. So the other money you used to get to relax so you can be paying your people a huge salary, that money probably close. Then worst of it, you now even get connections. To say America close there's something now. I'll be able to connect my friend, the kind of vice president that friend I made in Norway. The Norwegian president was my friend, the kind of vice president. Let me go to that man, see if I can get something for him. Because the both of you already have that friendship. So going to the Norwegian president now, it will further, boost your friendship, because now you're president. You are vice president when you became friend. Now you're president now. It will further boost the friendship and the connection. Then you will be able to get something from that man. But when you're vice president, you have no connection. But I say now it's okay you to send to see what's your place in there. Because when you go there, you're just looking at Bobo. You go there, you're looking at so now Mumu among the people. That's how our president appear. Except a recent where he let Sabu come into his cell and getting fat. But when the man appear, I mean, you see it's nothing like leadership. You see nothing like the presidencies. You see nothing like that majestic, postures within the man. The man looking wiki. The people cannot give him the courtesy because he's a leader. He's a president. But in that kind of mutual friendship, people don't really look at Baka like that. He doesn't have that connections. That's why we suffer his administration, and that's why we made Liberian people in a very soon as possible time will be very, very outrageous on Baka in his confidence. So Baka had no rules and he had no connections. Baka had no how do you call it? He has no intent to abide by the rules of law of this country. Because Baka want to control everything. When I say Baka want to control everything, the people who dusted Baka and making a presidential killing it, after making a whole lot of lies to the Liberian people and foreign partners, today they are not able to steer the affairs of this country after all of those false claims against the we administration. Under Baka leadership, when they were dancing all around Monrovia and its environment across Liberia, that George Weah administration is not the right administration and they are the rescuer, they can do far better than George Weah. When they were purporting themselves to be the people of change, the people who could save the Liberian people, George Weah was doing what he could do as president. And some of those things that George Weah was doing, he inherited it. Some of those things that George Weah, administration that you frown against, he inherited it from the Baka administration when Baka served as vice president. And some of the things couldn't be changed within a period of 6 years. Today, Joseph Baka office is taking over 1,963,504 cents. Why Jeremiah Kun is not easy. Yomdi Kanga Lawrence, that is the same thing. But go to J.J. Dawson Hospital. J.J. Dawson Hospital is in Maryland County. Why is allocated for J.J. Dawson Hospital? Can move from in Joseph Baka pocket 3 times. Do you know when Baka going outside, Baka get a credit card they always play $100,000 on? And you have pocket money. When you buy Kenny, you buy Kenny, you buy quarter, you buy quarter. When you buy Grumpy, you buy Grumpy. They just put out $100,000 there for the pocket money. But at J.J. Dawson Hospital in Maryland County, the money that is allocated for the operation of that hospital can move from in Baka money, the pocket 3 times. Yet and still they say they can't rescue. When you thought they say, but ain't Joey out there? No, they put Moon Joey from there, they brought you there. In fact, you were there 12 years before Joey came. Joey had messed some of those things there. You think what Joey has going to reduce the presidency? Some of you here went against it. Today, you see in reason now. So we told you people earlier that this is not about the Liberian people. It is not about improving your life. It is not about doing something that will be far better than what George we are doing. And George we are working gradually to eradicate some of those old policies that continue to impoverish the Liberian people. And because the need that George Weah target was to reduce or do away with all of those old policies that continues to impoverish the Liberian people, they say when we do the thing, George Weah will further expose the ordinary people. And when the ordinary people get exposure, it will become detrimental to our survivability. You know that taxpayer money will believe in. Some people that taxpayer money believe in working in government. The other government can't work. The other government can't work. They can make 1 year out of government. They're looking at and say, they still a fish in the water. They can't breathe again. That's how they're looking like. So for the fact that we have become president for 6 years, look, the people are drowning. Today, there's nothing better on a back 1 year than we are 1 year. For me, I suppose we are, and I agree that we are does not have the experience that Bwaka get. Let's agree that we are does not have the experience that Bwaka get. But can you compare the experienced person and the non-experienced person 1 year in office? Because we expect the experienced individuals to do far better than the person who is not experienced. But compare the both administration, first year in office. They are unable to complete the patching or the corridor from the Gabriel Bridge, which is the new bridge here, to the Freeport. They have been doing it for almost 3 to 4 months now. That road is already there. They are unable to complete that road going to 4-5 months now because they started that road in November. But there are places we are connected road. That road was never, there was no alpha pavement. And we are able to connect those roads within 2 years' time. Not just one corridor. The St. Michael to the patient shop. The St. Michael to 2 Southfield on what the Batman's Estate. The Door Community Road. These are roads that are completed within a year period. And the difference between what Baka is doing now and what we are did, Baka he's reconditioning. But he's taking longer time to recondition. For he was building. It was not there at all. And the time frame he took to complete those roads that he built is different from the time frame Baka is doing, that is using to recondition. The only reason Baka is taking that time to recondition, Baka have a minister who says at the Ministry of Public Works who wouldn't know about eating money. Because when he eat the money, he can be shielded. He can be protected by his godfather, Samuel Kofi, who sits at the executive mansion as security advisor to Joseph Boakai. So that's why he's taking time to finish the corridor. They wrote a facing for some of you who don't know. They wrote a facing 5 times people there, Clarendon. Like passionate road. They are not facing that road as it was meant. As per the contract, the CDC administration passed with the DNC, that's the Dying Nippon Company. The company that built the Japanese freeway was a company that we administration see the deal with to connect that corridor. The Dying Nippon. When Baka came, Baka put everything hot because Baka focus is to make his official government salary fat. So he look at his man, we gotta cut down this thing. That patch it in here. Let's do the 1 year. And I didn't want to believe that after the patch, I was saying the Japanese will come after 1 year. After the patch, I won't believe how that road will be looking. And the time they're taking to build that road, when they finish with it without patching, they tell you how much they spent on that road. Liberian people, don't be surprised. That is why they're taking their time. Because they want to justify the money they spend on that road. Their intent is to eat the money. They want to justify that. So you can't compare the Weah administration, the Weah 1 year with Baka 1 year. The Weah 1 year, Weah came, he confronted COVID-19. You were here. Why have you confronted in your leadership? Only for you to disobey the rule of law, the constitution, and protect the country. Everybody crying on you. The absence of the Supreme Court bench during the State of the Nation address signals serious constitutional violation under the Baka administration. But many of you aren't paying attention to that. Why was the Supreme Court bench not being full, not being full attendance, not few go there, but full attendance during the State of the Nation address delivered by a seated president? Why was somebody who has experience, who comes with a lot of experience, who comes with the experts in government, will continue to trek on a path that is detrimental to the survivability of this country? You take one guy who knows nothing about legislative proceeding, even though it is his second year or his second term at the level of the legislature, but he's still like a fresh meat. That haven't been processed, that haven't been placed on the dryer, that haven't been seasoned. That's how he look like. You take him, you put him to make him speaker. Disregarding the rule of law. And then man, he just behind you whole day because he feels that, you will shield him. He feels that being with you will legitimize his speakership. The Supreme Court frown on that. The Supreme Court say it is your action was ultra virus. And the Supreme Court they're just there to interpret. So anybody say the Supreme Court will show who is ultra virus, who is everyone. No, the Supreme Court will not. The Supreme Court is there to interpret the law. The legislature is a separate branch of government. They are the one who make the law. The Supreme Court will tell you, say, the action here is ultra virus. That is, you and your wife in a home, you make confusion. Your wife left the house, like the way the majority bloc left the house. When I say left, they left the chamber. Your wife left the house. She went to park to one of her friend place or a family member place. Your call for the meeting, in relation with your dispute. Because you people are married people, and somebody will not want to come and talk in detail about your marital affair. So maybe somebody will come and just advance and say, "Oh, but sending you, even though John not do well, the thing John said to you are not good, his action to you are not good, but the way you acted to lead the whole is not correct. So just go back." And the person will not force you. The person will just give you the kind of advice. Say, because this is how marriage works. Your husband do the one to you, you do the one to your husband, but you can argue, but not to leave the house. So please go back. That's what the Supreme Court did there. The legislature is a separate branch of government. They have their own rules that guard them. If the legislature had in their rules to say somebody the person who will act ultra various to our law or the constitution will be punished as per our law or as per this law or this article under the constitution, then the Supreme Court will point out the laws that you have on your book or the laws that is in the constitution in regards to those individual or a group of individuals who will act ultra various to the constitution. But there's no law on your book. There's no rules on your book. There's no law in the constitution that says anybody ultra various will be handled or be, will facing the full weight of this. So Supreme Court that said your action was ultra various. The action of the Supreme Court to stay away from the Sonat clearly shows that the majority bloc and the executive actions was ultra various, not the minority. Is the executive care, Baka care, the actions of the Supreme Court not attaining the state of the nation address, Baka care, they fit at the ministerial complex where the introduction ceremony of the National Bar Association, Liberal National Bar Association leadership, he talked about rule of law. The Bar Association also made a commitment to restore the rule of law. They accused the Baka administration of violating the rule of law. And not even she. I talk about District number 11 Representative Kun. Not even she. For you to be speaker, how will you get position and the position is not legitimate? It's not. He's not even feeling embarrassed. The men so greedy. The men so greedy that he don't even care about his family. He doesn't even care about how people look at him in the public. You say he's speaker, but if you read a local daily, people still call him fanatic Kofa speaker. You say he's speaker. There are certain things you can't do. You are not legitimate. People are not recognizing you. You say he's speaker. Everything about you, people are frowning against it. It's false now. But I'm not surprised because you are greedy. That's the kind of individuals we have in District 11. So you see him beyond Bwaka because he feels that when he becomes the president, it legitimates his speakership. Then when my brother can say they make him hold the country hostage. Oh, where in the world? The Tyler who became speaker after Snow was removed. Snow resigned. Snow relinquished the position. It's okay. For the sake of this, I will leave it. So Tyler has legitimacy. Despite the controversy that brought him to the speakership, but Snow resigned, so he was legitimized. But Kun said he's speaker, but then they calling him majority speaker. Then they calling somebody minority speaker. People are still considering Kofa as speaker. Look, certain things can embarrass people who of good value, but Kun are people of no value. So this thing can embarrass them. Their focus is because they want the speaker budget. They want money, so people can just use them at the detriment of their own value. Until you say you speaker, people not recognize you. People talking, people taking actions against you. People not considering, they're not legitimizing your speakership, but you not care only because you greedy. Only because you greedy. Baka doesn't care. And let me tell you, if you're in a home, you're renting, for example. Let me say that before I close and for you opportunity to have a say on the program. If you're in a home as a father, the head of the home, that you're renting now. You have a family conversation and say, family, this 2025, we have been renting for a very long time. But I intend to build the land board. I intend to build our house only this 2025. So I called a family meeting to let all of us know that we are about to undergo a project or undertake a project. And this project will make some of the things we used to do as family will not be able to do it because our focus will be squarely on the project. For example, we'll not be eating BB meal now. We used to eat fried chicken every day. We'll stop eating fried chicken because I need to buy semen. We need to cut down costs now to redirect some of those money into the projects. The family will sit with you and have that friendly conversation and they will agree. You know why they will agree? Because what you saying to them, it will be beneficial to them, especially the children. So all of them will take that into consideration. They will bear that, because they know in the soonest possible time, in the long run, they will be able to call someone their own self home. They will not be renting again. But for Liberia, the case is different. Joseph Baga said he's the rescuer. He became president. He convinced the Liberian people. They came around him and told them, "Say, Joe, we are not a good man. I can be the rescuer." Okay, they say, "Okay, come there." Joseph Baga have no plan. Unlike the father who have a good plan, will tell the children, say, the reason we're not eating chicken this time because I'm building a house. The reason we're not buy a Christmas clothes because the money I to buy Christmas clothes, I want to buy zinc. So you gotta understand. The children know that they will understand it because they know that when you buy the zinc, it will be of use of them in the future. In fact, it will be their inheritance. So they will agree not for you not to buy the Christmas clothes. They will have reason to agree. They will say that yeah, we're not wear Christmas clothes, but at least after our father buy the zinc, we're moving out her, other Christmas will come will be able to benefit. On a bracket now, what a bracket long-term achievement for the Liberian people? What do we intend to achieve for the Liberian people in the long run? What are some of the policy bracket is put into place that he will say Liberian people from a fair 1 year you'll suffer? So what people talking say it's not fun that because the thing I put it into place, it will make things will not be fun. But in the next 2 years from now, when the things get wrecked, when I finish with it, things will start getting fun. Bracket case is not like that. Bracket have no policy. Things not fun from the beginning. Things will not be fun from the beginning until the end because bracket policy is breaking the fabric of our economy. Check it. Look, check it. They are fast to that. That is why the issue of that panoramic group in America, they say legitimate. The panoramic group raised, these are legitimate points. And there are records to show that. That's why I like what the group did. The group pointed to most of those things that they outline. There are traces to it. There are sources to it. The person dying in Maryland reported by this paper, but this time you can check it. Unlike during the weird time, there was just false accusation. It was just fallacy. They couldn't point to some of the issues they raised against the weird administration. But Baka administration, there are points. Baka have no plan for us. No short-term plan, no long-term plan. So what are we suffering for in the first year? Honor a rescuer, honor a man who has the experience, who brought the expertise to the leadership, to the presidency. Why are we suffering honor him for? What did we suffer for the first year? Why do we carry or wasted? The first year is wasted. Any good leadership will not take like the first year. They say on the Christmas will be good, we can know from the Eve. Look, when you play during the first year, that's how you continue. Even in school, when you want to make a pass, the first period, don't play. The second period, don't play. The third period, don't play. The exam, don't play. When you come into the close of the school year and you can relax, that means you have scored your grades, you relax. But, excuse me, you want to wait at the close of the school year before you get serious, it's late for you. Parker had wasted 1 year, and not just for he himself, but for we the Liberian people, especially some of who trust and believe in him. Look at the health workers. They are challenged. Look at the electricity. Look at roads. Look at his education. What is substantial for the administration first year in office? Why can you point out? There's no zeal. All we can hear is that noise. The country is noisy. The country is heavily divided. When Manasari was president, yeah, Manasari and Joe, they could shake hands, they could interact, they could sit on the round table. When we are a president, we are exhibited similar thing. He even visited Joseph Human Baka and gave Joseph Baka the courtesy. When we are became president, we are drove to Joseph Baka's house and presented a gift to Joseph Baka and incorporated him and considered him as an elder man, as a statesman, and gave him the courtesy, though he was a vice president. But did Baka do see? No. Baka is so hateful. He's cruel. He doesn't care. And the responsibility lies upon him. I see other official, former other senator running behind him. Thomas Farah, all they say now. Thomas Farah, nah, politician in there. Thomas Farah, like greeted Gordon. And that's just how they're looking. When you talk, say politics, is that politics work? America, who has the biggest democracy, will they do because they're politician? So they will do things that will be detrimental to their constituents, to the people they represent. Then when you talk, you say that they men are politicians are certain they can swap anytime. No, politicians their actions will be positive to their constituents. Their actions will be positive and will be of a great help to the people they represent. But the actions of our politicians are detrimental to our survivability as a country and as a people. Then you say the men are politicians. The men are greedy God. The men know that the man cannot live without the position that he has. So he sees that has a means to continue his survivability, and at all costs, he can do what he want to do to maintain that position. That's how they men are looking. So the see them, they men are politicians, they got a greedy God. And they believe that when election they come, you'll go vote because I own a right money, they'll be voting. That's a belief. So they don't care. Let me start to open the lines. You can call me up on 0772 2399 33. 0772 2399 33 or 0886 30 44 97. And for the female, you can call on 0777 980 375. And you're going to be live. For those of you who are following us via the internet, you can call us on our WhatsApp line on the program. Talk about it this morning here on Kings Radio 88.5 and streaming live on Kings FM, Cloud TV, sorry, with me, Otis Sankan. Yeah. So when we start to name everything job we are there for a year, we are not moving here because I don't even get time for it. So we just try to do it in our own time frame here. So let me take a gist of our team song. When we come back, then we start to take more of your calls on the program this morning. So welcome back to the program this morning on this wonderful Tuesday morning, the 4th day in the month of February 2025. Kings FM anniversary month, we are in. Kings FM anniversary month, we are in. The 11 going to be making Kings FM 21 years in active broadcasting in Liberia. Kings FM, yeah, will be 21 years this February 11. So our anniversary comes on February 11, making us 21 years in active broadcasting, and we'll give you the authority for that. So call us on 0777 980 or 0886 30 44 97 or 0772 2399 33. This person is on the line. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Brother Conto.
Yes, Otis.
Otis.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I'm William Zabiguru, the official spokesperson for the Liberian Civil Rights Movement, and I joined you from Carwell this morning.
Welcome.
My brother, we are in trouble. What I say is that now because I'm a civil rights movement, but we see things happening in this country. We saw it on the president. We are e-president. We are 1 year that he said it's uncomfortable. Look at 1 year now, going to 2 years now. Nothing happens to Honorable Parker, who people say he's been coming for a long time. He get experience for the some more years experience. And that there, this man when young when he get government, he can't do nothing for himself. You see, you want to elaborate people. There's the country number 4. For Apollo, even now is an achievement. You see, who are something all year and there. For the money I want to save down, some guys for him get a better meal to eat. You see, there's something that is called lawmaker. People they're not considered to their constituents. You say you dare to make law oversight representation. What are they doing? To go for speaker, you need the decision level. Yeah, what they say one speaker, why you not get a speaker job the people paying for you? Why not go to that correct thing? You want to do nothing for the constituent. You see my brother? Yeah.
Okay.
People are down in someone there, they go out and say doing what are you doing? What are good lawyer making for the country? What for 73,000 to one person? Not there. What people are saying about the country? We got no money. Yes, you say put it shutting down. People that are in power, so NGO and Labor, they are shutting down. What you guys say? What you guys doing about it? Nothing. You just saying there. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you so much, Wulu. This person, line 2. Good morning. Welcome. 1 minute.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. Tell us the name and where you joining us from.
Yeah, I'm joining you from Journalistic Democratic Community.
Tell us the name.
My name is G. Dekonti Bole.
Okay, Bole. Welcome to the program this morning.
Thank you very much for your
Okay.
program this morning. And you made mention about the Sunan, why they have speakers, 2 speakers, they never call any speaker name. But I just want to remind the government of Liberia that the first month in Joseph Baga leadership, they talk about having yellow machine and that of the buses. But in the Sunan, we never heard anything about that. So I want to ask the government whether it was just a fake news or the just their bluff.
Okay. Thank you so much. That take it from this female line. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, my brother.
Yeah, you live on the program. Tell us the name.
My name is Rose Dotto. I'm calling from Front Street.
Okay, Rose. Welcome to the program this morning.
Yes, you see, my brother, George Weah, God himself gave George Weah to us. Nobody should compare George Weah, Joseph Waka with George Weah. George Weah, God made him went out there. He saw almost half of the world. And he decided to come home to make his country to look like the beauty he saw out there. How could people compare him with a man who just went and saw Bangaya for there and God don't care? So there's no comparison.
Okay. Thank you so much. This person on line 2. Good morning.
Good morning.
You live on the program this morning. Tell us the name and where you joining us from.
Yeah, thank you. Now, this is Hussein. My name is Hussein Keo. I call you from Jacobstown District 2. Sorry for the low quality in my tone. So I listened to the different talking points. They will appreciate you for the analysis. But quite honestly, when I was reading history in the last 6 years, I saw that we produced a de facto president in McGill and a deputy vice de facto president in Jefferson Koji. But on this administration, we have not seen a more powerful minister of state overshadowing the presidency. That's the difference between
No. Kyau.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want you speaking for majority. You just make a point as an individual and forget about we are not seeing. Say you are not seeing.
Okay, fine.
Because when I addressing you, when I responding to you, I don't want to respond to you like I respond to majority of people. I want to respond to you as an individual. So go ahead quickly.
Okay,
make a point.
Okay, fine. So I believe that every administration will come with its own agenda, and this government campaign on different platforms. One of them was the establishment of the War and Economic Crimes Code, which is in progress. The president talked about rule. also talk about agriculture. My dear brother, if you look in different sectors of what the president campaign on, if any Liberian will come on the show and tell me there is not a much, or effort being applied or achieved, then you're being very dishonest. Look at the agricultural sector. In every country, there are huge portions of land that have been cultivated for farmers to also grow rice and produce our own rice.
In every country,
Go ahead.
you know, when you come to the public, you gotta be honest to the conversation, because a lot of people.
Very honest.
No, but you just stated that in agriculture across Liberia, every counties, there are cultivation of farmland in every counties.
I said there are cultivation of farmland
in every counties. Yeah, in every counties.
In every county.
Which of course is not true. Which of course is not true. There's no cultivation of farmland in every counties. Let's get it straight. And the agriculture sector. Can you listen? The agriculture sector remains a major challenge under the Bwaka administration, except for you. I don't know where you're coming from with your own analysis, because even the agriculture minister, even agriculture minister acknowledged that the agriculture sector remains a major challenge under the Bwaka administration, and they are working on their arrest agenda to making sure that they improve it. So I mean,
will you agree that progress been made, right? Are you going to agree with me that progress been made?
I will not agree with you. I will not agree with you. I will not agree with you because there's major challenge. The challenge is major.
There are challenges, right? There are still challenges in the sector, but there are
it is major. It is major. It is major. It is a major challenge.
So I would just want to end on this note because you have other callers on the line.
Thank you. You know.
The government came on an arrest agenda, and I do believe as a Liberian that this government would achieve that agenda on His Excellency Joseph Bwaka.
Okay, that's a belief. That's a belief. Let's take this person from the female lane. Kel, that's a belief. Welcome to the program.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Tell us the name and where you're joining us from this morning.
I'm joining you for food activity this morning.
Wow. Siani?
Pedro Kamara from West Point.
Okay, discussion West Point. Thank you for joining us. Go ahead quickly.
Yeah, man, because the people king will lie to king with all things they will lie to move power, to move somebody in power. And when they came to move power, people in power, they're not doing nothing well. What all one of them will cry. We are not having good legislation, we're not having education, we're not having good hospital. We will suffer in the country. The $5 is $1,000 a year. Some places $1,020 when you change it. As I'm talking my first time, I said, let me go change it with the water to be managed. I'm going to get almost $1,020. Yesterday, I came in yesterday. I said, I had a very good one. Yeah, we're not seeing nothing in the country. There are my topic going to Musan Kiahu. I was speaking a pure farmer from Great Kema country, Papa. We say the care agriculture all over the country. I think we must stop lying, we must stop lying. We must stop. We must stop that. We got a community and we tell him we take what baking, we must stop this special area. We're baking. We must have polluted our country because it's farming. We must stop our baking. Many Benuli Kamara from Tessewan. We must stop lying in our country. Here in the government, it has been no better for our country. We just putting tear our every day on social media to be lying. We must stop it. I can't go and baking. We hear my voice, then must stop.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we're talking to Kau. Kau, I hope you're listening. That's Jonas Person from the female line. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning, the general.
Hey, the journalists are great. Happy New Year.
Thank you. How the children?
Yeah, the children already go to school.
We bless God for that.
Okay.
Yes, Sanga, thank God for the show. We call to the man who sees care. What he's doing to the Liberian people is wrong. And thank you that you get here. Let you show a stipulate on the show. You understand? Liberian people are crying for hope, crying for justice, no justice for the poor. Today, 3 more towns coming now. Will be taken away from me. That
Wow.
all Boka government make a speak. Saying that I suffer for my son can't come. No justice for the poor. When you not get money, no justice for you.
That's it.
All of them MBG, anything I been broken down. Who think who say that he begin a sport man for Boaka. Because he see the can be little or nothing.
Carry in the
Why will
crumbs.
carry him? Why will carry him? My son. You my child, but you just come in line. You need to take care of my son. People keep to the wall and let him go. Because it's listing. Let's say you do it to us, then the people are looking at it, they are watching you. Tomorrow you will feel it. No judgment go upon it. You understand? What you doing to all the folks crying, the folks feeling it? All the government, anything is okay because you can get for that thing to eat. But all the suffering. All the weird government you say, well, now when you draw, they make a rescue worker. And all the workers you say today, they're not rescue. Anything are very broken. Anything are very broken. You understand? So you go ahead, what you doing? The people watching, go and watching us. The man said that you say you got gone to kill. All our stuff and funeral. Hello? He said you okay, the preacher man say you have gone to kill. Who say kill? You have gone to kill. You got people to kill in this country. You got the power to bring division among people in Liberia. But tomorrow, when you die, it will go with you. After that, that judgment. God will judge you in your pocket tomorrow. You are a human being, you get kicked. Because if you got kids or children, when you do it to all, you don't do it to other people. You can have an open in the sea back in today. You see the people there, you talking about everything is okay on a worker. You because worker sport man, go ahead. You take care of your daily number. What will judge you one day? Thank you.
Thank you so much, the female general on the line this morning. 0772 23 99 33. 0886 30 44 97. Bell still 777 are the numbers to call and be live. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
You're live on the show this morning. Tell us the name and where you're joining us from.
This is the voice of Tabu Rasta joining you from Point 4 to be specific this morning in Zimbabwe.
Go ahead, my Raj.
Let me say thank you, sir, man, for your topic this morning on the discussion. You know, I just said him breaking and talking in my pro corner this morning, listening to you bombarding on the issues. Please, let me address the issues. You know, this rescue mission, I don't know if this rescue mission is physical or this mission is spiritual.
Maybe the mission in prayer to come physical because when physical we see.
Because this mission to a lot of things. How the past government, the president, we are using private jets, even if we are down on the street at the people that we are doing about it. And this rescue mission to us that we have 40 years experience with that who will deliver our country, who are going to help us, who are going to make sure that we round a smooth road from here to turn. But today, this mission has said to excuse mission. And then when you try to engage them on the mission, then they try to tell you about president. We have no issue. Which not told us that president, we have never done anything. Even when Mosquito said die, it is when we have to that president, and nobody Mosquito. But today, we get the country, we have to rescue us, the rescue now, I think it was huge.
Thank you so much.
We are dead. No, I thought I was going to preach something. We don't know what to do. I thought I was going to put them in. Also, where are the people?
Slip up. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, my brother.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, you live on the show this morning. Tell us the name and where you joining us from.
I'm speaking from Bison Puna, very great county.
Okay. And how's Benji there this morning?
Yes, Benji is fine. Anyway.
Okay, go ahead.
It's fine. We received Wilson right this morning.
Okay.
My brother, this is one player we just have to play with each other. I will talk. And no more they need to our talk. I mean, so they stand such a condition. Everybody, other person, and then can see one number person there. But the person we use for the person is already there. So after 6 years. So what can we do now? If we talk for now, judgment day, it will be the same system. The same system, I think system still living back.
Okay.
So I think it is morning for army.
Thank you so much. Let's take this person from this end. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning. I'm
Peter W. Castle, I cover another street like in North Johnsonville. Thank you very much for the fascinating discussion this morning. You see, my brother, God does not sleep. Yes, sir, yeah, just like Imam Bouaka, Martin Colley, and other guys took placards to the American embassy and the international panel requesting for sanction on we are and the administration. But today, that dialogue has followed their own administration by the U.S. cutting international aid and from Liberia. And I can tell you for free, Jonathan that I know is not going to restore Liberia international aid due to the reckless and the incompetent behavior of Joseph Bouaka administration.
Sure.
Joseph Bouaka and Fonis are here looting the Liberia economy. Jonathan believe in resort. You will not give money to a president or be right private jet to go to a country to attend a private, let's say, a family meeting. So these people have been spending money here. They can't see resort. So that's what Jonathan is trying to put an system in place. So those countries that will be very much upgraded and that are development oriented are the one that will benefit. But with Joseph Bouaka administration that is very much weak for in development, they are not going to receive anything. So the Liberian people, they need to stand strong, embrace yourself. After all, we saw these things. That's why we did not go for Joseph Bouaka, who gave people the best alternative, and that best alternative was his excellency, Dr. and the president, and we are the developmental and the father of modern Liberia. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. From the female line, I take this person. Good morning.
Good morning.
You're live on the line this morning. Tell us your name and where you're joining us from.
This is my Elena from St. Paul's Beach.
Ma'am, Elena, good morning and welcome.
Yeah. You know, Papa, I'm left for you too. Listen to that woman. Because he lies every day. Yesterday, he said on the things, he said Bouaka was wearing white on the field. Bouaka was there for peace. And they kind of make a lie to the Liberian people. So you shouldn't keep on the lie the people that are quick to take these things. And the people will believe it. So as soon as you see him going straight to those lies. As soon as you see him going straight to those lies, you're cutting off. because those lies are the same lies there. He lie every day. One day you never talk to because of the day $200. You see your people suffering. Things going on here. Even though you are useless. But if you see things like that, you try to advise too.
Can la real Liberian people that's not stomach full. I mean, everybody's stomach full.
Yes. It's not necessary.
So when
he do it for he lied too much yesterday. He lied on the show. It was too disgraceful. He said the president was wearing white on the field. The president wore white. What I lie for? He will not be doing that kind of thing, man.
Okay, man.
People respect him.
Okay. Okay, man, Alina, thank you so much. Cow then at the minute where so when the stomach full, they care about other people. I mean, other people stomach full. So, and when the stomach full, that kind of people when the stomach full, everything seems well to them. They can be happy. And I mean, that's just it. But they cannot think about how the ordinary people is like. How is their welfare? No, cow did not care. Cow feels that everything about cow can defend America looking at Liberia looking at America now. Let's take this person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Okay.
Are you live on the line? Tell us your name.
Yeah, thank you for the topic on our discussion.
Okay.
I've been in the opposition, especially CDC.
Tell us your name
CDC,
first.
Where are the CDC? Where is CDC today? Where are the CDC? When the United Party were all around here protesting and spoiling their name, they are not doing, but they are not coming off. Where are they? All the things that happen in the country, I expect them to stay on their feet. That would join them. But where are they today? They silent. But I don't believe that. I'm not believing the United Party have been the opposition because if there is opposition citizens being the biggest opposition in the Republic of Liberia, they are not talking. They're not moving. I don't know. They are pleased with what they have, or they are pleased with what is happening. They're not talking. They were all on the social media from here and there. They protesting all lying on the Georgia government. But today, look at the worst one happening in Joseph Bouaka government. They are not speaking. They're not coming out to speak. So I believe that, and also Richard Poon is an error for Joseph Bouaka because Joseph Bouaka want to make him speaker to be to using as remote.
because he abandoned District 11. I live in District 11 anyway.
Okay.
He abandoned District 11. He's going there now. He's going and loot. Hack that power so that Joseph Barron is using the remote. I've been there, but by the case of all rescue, and they are not rescuers. They are just people that are full of excuse. Thank you very much for the food.
Also, this person on line 2. Good morning, welcome.
Yes, so what is tell me 15 seconds. You have a show and I call and make a point.
So Mama, you adjusted your 1 minute. Yeah, Mama Cow. I believe you. Yeah, could I take the present? Cow Mama, you adjusted 1 minute. I mean, it's a fair share. Let's go to the female. Morning.
Good morning.
I'm doing great. How you said too?
Yeah. Please, I'm begging you. I'm calling for help. I've called before. Like there is a calling for crying.
You calling from where?
For crying. You told me say you're coming now. Yesterday they made me notice. I had no one to go to teach you. I don't want to call like that and say my children back.
Okay.
They made me notice. I had nowhere to go. I asked people to please help me. I'm begging.
Okay. We will see how we can do, yeah? Okay. Let's take this other person. Welcome. Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, how are you? Please, I cannot call my name because of security reasons.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to tell God thank you for your life.
Mm-hmm.
And may the Lord protect you all for the work you put out doing. It takes children of you people to do what you are doing. I just heard somebody saying CDC should come up. Why should we come up? We are not the one that cook the food. How we dish it? I have not seen that. We did not cook the food, then we dish it. No. The person that cooked the food, let them dish it up. Then we will eat.
Okay.
They say, for nothing, I'm just disappointed in the Chief Justice. They're giving them fact that they know the law. The people that disregard the law and they're going to pulling officer, it is where we got something they call national spirit.
Mm-hmm.
When national spirit rests upon the people, nothing. And it is God that can give us that national spirit because there's no nationalism again. But when God gives us that national spirit, you can't fight with me. I'll tell you something.
Okay.
Let them watch the back. They can't fight with me. Doctor told us he will be right wheelbarrow to go to work.
Mm-hmm.
He ride jet not to go to work. He ride jet from his bathroom to his room.
Wow.
And then he telling people there and those educated fool, incomplete human being there, their senses are not in place. They just talking rubbish. Anything that comes from their God, they just go me it.
Okay.
What kind of people are these? Why are they troubling this man? What is the hate? Why hatred so much? Why? Somebody said they will turn to snake and bring you to die. And surely he will turn to snake. He will surely turn to snake and die. Okay. What all the envy and jealousy for? What is it? You say all come together and work. It's all about money, making yourself rich. Why can't we never? He don't have friends in this country that all of the country he will get friends. He never make friends. Why can't we ask a word? When country who they want for? I say they say. That's why we not come money because there are a lot of things. It is wrong.
Okay.
It is wrong. If you see a worker, you know he don't rule this country. He don't speak for him. When the son I saw him, I know say he's not ruling this country. Anything they tell him to say, they're making him ugly. Mm-hmm. Number two, they just carry him all around. Foreign ministers are there to go and attend business meetings. They carry worker. Anything they carry worker just so he can collapse. And when he collapses, then the other people will say they take over. But they will be disappointed. They cannot take over.
Oh, man.
There's something they call nationalism when it rests upon the nation. Mm-hmm. Let them watch themselves. Thank you, son.
Thank you so much for joining us. Line 1, this person is dead. Good morning. Welcome.
Hello?
Yeah, good morning. You're live on the program. Tell us your name.
Yeah, I'm Jeremiah. And I join you for like.
Go ahead quickly, Jeremiah.
My brother, thank you so much for this opportunity given to me to explain on your platform.
You see, the problem here is that in this country, our Liberian brothers and sisters will not understand. Because some of us saw the thing far ahead of us and we saw it, we should try to tell them, but they don't listen to us. You see, the reason some of us supporting we are, it's not that we love we are more than this country. It's the country we love, and we saw last thing we are that we are was the first person to this particular nation to help us to make us work, go far go forward in this country. But now this particular government has come to power. Even our friends that used to be discussing with us, telling us that Waka was the right person, now someone else even coming out telling us down that the men may say, in fact, someone telling us that Waka did not come for this Liberia, in fact, in how important estate by estate. We expected that Waka should do something better in this country that we will see our friends that used to be telling us that we're not making the right decision, that we'll be able to confront them in this country. But every single thing in this country is contract under this administration. And I tell you for free, my brother, trust me. Waka will never carry the country anywhere. Waka will only leave Liberian people with tears and then leave this country and go later alone. And after Waka administration, he will never leave Liberia. Why not go there and go later? He already preparing himself to go later alone. That's what he's saying. So Liberian people don't know and they look for it. So we are already into it. So thank you this morning for your opportunity, sir.
Thank you so much for joining us. We take two more, then we call it a day. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning.
Yeah, you live on the program.
Yeah, thank you for having me. This is Martino speaking. I'm joining from District 14, member of the National Progressive Action Movement Liberia.
Go ahead.
Let me say thank you for the topic. You know, I don't want to speak to the Liberian people this morning. Waka that the Liberian people selected or choose to be a leader of the country, he is not capable or qualified to be a leader of a country like Liberia. The Liberian people make a very big mistake, but we want to conscientize the minds of our people that the mistake that they have made, it should not be repeated. You know, Liberians, they are good at learning from the past. And we want to say that to the Liberian people. President, we are in the past, with all that happens, he took the country from grass and we're going to grace. And someone came and portrayed themselves to be the Messiah today. They are looting our country. They are looting our resources. Didn't ride private jet from one country or from one country to another. Moving from Yakulahu and whatever, all of those places. Now, yesterday, they told the Liberian people that to do those things, it was bad. And we want to say that 2029, let the Liberian people open their eyes. I don't want to stop more this morning,
okay,
but I just want to say that the Liberian people open their eyes and let us make out the right decision come from it.
Thank you so much. This person happens to be our last caller this morning on the program. Good morning, welcome.
Yeah, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing great, and you?
Yeah, I'm okay. This is Manu Guitar, a member of the Civil Rights Movement in Liberia.
Where you call from? You call from? Where are you calling from?
Oh, District 14. Yeah, thank you very much. You know, this morning I've been following your show. You know, it be any but we are see I've been in the seat, but it made it seem hot this morning. Thank you very much for discussing with the Liberian people. You know, some of us we are very disappointed the way in which the identical president govern the country. They may divide the country today. If you like unity party or you're not supporting unity party, you're not there and recognize or you are not living thing. It's quite unfortunate. The experience and integrity people speak on during the campaign period, President Joseph Mabaka had to tell the international committee and the Liberians that he qualified to serve the country. But since they may become president from province to all of province, President Just Manawiya administration, the first year, you could see them building market building for women. Oro, Jiporo, Dwala, you know, all the area. President Just Manawiya was doing some of the work. The housing unit was being online. We see community roads, we see major road projects in the country where President Just Manawiya was being part in the very communities. Today, all were condemned by the identical educated elite people that perceive that when they win the election, they are going to be people brand. So every money. My brother is quite disappointed somehow we in the private sector. Today, the government, you know, they don't even get time for the people that work for private sector. You know, the labor minister, people have been marginalized. they can't afford me. But I really commend all of you people, and you people have to really be your own security. Those that criticize the government because the government accept criticism. So thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you so much. We have to go like this on the program. Yeah, we have to go home. Yeah, the lie. The second lie. Use lies to persuade the Liberian people. Believing they are the right people for the right reason. But time is the greatest joy. As the time will tell. And secondly, the country is so noisy. Too many deaths. We just under 1 year of the rescue mission administration. The death rate has increased. The issue of properties remain the major issue confronted by Liberians on a daily basis. Though the rescue promised to rescue the Liberians, they're going a year now and still counting. Liberians are yet to see the true essence of the rescue mission. You can allow to come to power, but you cannot allow to stay in power. Yeah, the second lie, the fool us, the user, the fool us. So this how I like to draw the curtains on to this edition of the program. Talk about it. I've been sitting here. And I guess we have ourselves a wonderful time. Asia, well, we are here to be on tomorrow, God willing. Yeah. Thanks so much to all of those who put in the cloud. Yeah, the country continues to experience it. Yes, it washed, it washed moment when it comes to leadership. Howbeit, we continue to believe and hope in God Almighty and to rescue us, for He's the true rescuer. Before I go, let me read some of the comments that have been filtering through on our live stream here this morning on the program Talk About It. Yeah. One way, yeah, I'm following from where you is actually following us from Mabu Roger. Good morning, I'm following from Clarendon. Thanks so much, Mabu Roger. Peter one day, say, I'm watching you from Crown Hill community. Thanks so much, Peter one day. CDC, CDC, Affairs Success Data for Lancet. Good morning, FM Class TV. For Super Group, God, please have mercy on JMP Nigeria. Mario Command says, good morning, I'm calling you from Compton, Nima County. Yeah, just send me up the comments because of time. Wow, but thanks so much for being there. The program returns tomorrow, same time, on this very day. With our usual host, Asia, while we are here. My name is Porter Sankan. I've been taking half this morning. And thanks so much for being there. Before the rest of our broadcast, I'm out.